Nocturne for himself.
Yeah, it's going to be locked in as well. So Gragas Nocturne is going to be the jungle matchup. Even though Gragas is not a particularly, you're not going to get a Wit Send or anything like that, but yeah, we don't go for the full crit build on Ashe, at least on this patch, while crit items are a little bit unloved.
Even if you've got Bulwark stacks on it, because you've taken down the plates, the Herald will get it. That's first tower down, all the stacks across as well, and you can see Hiku and Widid actually struggling in the bottom lane to take it. Still building up on that tower. Hiku eventually will take the tower, but the Rift Herald is going to keep pushing into the top lane, and SK will try and keep getting as much out of this as possible. Selfmade has the flank. Prophet, of course, still no ultimate on him, and Hiku just about takes the tower. Here we are. Follow the arrow. The one ability that you pick Ashe for, it's going a long range from downtown. Hiku looking for the connection. It lands! And it does nothing. Oh, the hook! The teleport, though! In behind them. That might be dangerous. That is not the best position to teleport into, but Pyrion forces kickers away. Widid has to flash as well. Pyrion with a knockback. Suppression eaten up. Widid goes down. 12 minutes in the game, we have first blood, and
If you have that Cloud Dragon, someone like Ogre can just run rings around.
This is interesting though. Defend this tower down towards the bottom lane. Needs to get rid of some of the minion waves because SK are just focusing it down the turret. They will get it. That's their third of the game. And about 2,000 gold ahead. But Hiku and Widid doing something well, but those turret plates doing a lot of work. And then 1,000 gold in the mid lane as well. Obviously partly due to the CS. Good stun lock up onto Widid. Crownshot gets the kill. I shouldn't have been looking at the bottom of the screen. I should have been looking at the top of the screen there. That was good stuff from SK.
Perhaps Widid was doing the same thing as you.
Yep. Oh, arrow straight onto Lissandra though, trying to get away.
She's going to be hard to kill.
Frozen Tomb comes down, still has the flash, flashes into the glacial path. Prophet lands the knockup. Senkox jumps across the wall, and now Rogue going in for the fight. Wold Ender knocked back. Death from below on Senkox. He uses perfect execution to get away. The ignite is ticking. It's enough. Crownshot gets it. 2-for-1 trade now for SK as they push down towards this mid lane tower.
They're going to get that mid lane tower. They may even look for a little bit more here as well. Might increase this gold lead substantially with this push.
Great pick onto Widid to start it all off. SK still pushing in. Got a cannon wave here as well. Hiku looking for the defense. Doesn't have the arrow, but Widid has the ult with Selfmade pulled in. The hook lands only onto a minion. Widid got caught up with the Fear Beyond Death, but it's not quite enough damage. Prophet flashing forward, Selfmade down. Whirlid now needs to be careful as well because he's knocked up, and Hiku can chase. Has a lot of damage coming out from that Rangers focus on the Ashe, and that's a second kill, a double on the Prophet. Good reaction from Rogue to stop SK in their tracks.
Well, SK ultimate plus the E is very difficult to do. And in doing so, Rogue kind of just overexerted. Good reaction there. Ashe almost catching that.
Oh, you can't dodge that though. Widid hits it. The Paranoid comes out as well, and immediately Crownshot is dead. Kickers goes golden to stop Death from below, hitting him. Flashes away. Now Pyrion's on the wrong side of this. Doesn't have the flash, has the claw though. Pulled back with the flame. Prophet pops the World Ender for the movement speed. Senkox here on the flank as well. Pyrion uses the Frozen 2 and Fear Beyond Death hits onto Prophet. That's not the target. Selfmade gets one. Prophet has to jump the wall as well. Whirlid still looking for the chase here. He goes up towards that sort of later game Ashe. Another good hook from Widid into the arrow, takes the lantern. Dreams caught out, goes golden, but isn't long for the world you have to feel. He's taken out. Tower falls as well. Whirlid looking for the chasing with the right to glory. Pyrion set out to flank in position. Kickers caught out a little bit. Great hook again from Widid, catching Pyrion as soon as he came out of the glacial path. And now Hiku needs to open up from the side. Widid chased up by Whirlid, takes the lantern. Prophet in there as well, but he's gone into the world end of Senkox. He needs to do something in this fight. He has to turn it around for his team. Hiku getting damage off where he can, but Senkox
turns around against them, and this time SK is finally going to be able to break that tower. Nothing bad is going to happen to them.
Control ward that they've now replaced, so have to give Widid just a modicum of credit. He hits another hook into the arrow. Widid on point. This is the Widid we saw at Worlds last year, landing hook after hook, 2 kills to Senkox, and Rogue are fighting back against SK. They're on the chase. Prophet going in onto Whirlid, brings him back with the Infernal Chains Dragon on that ward, mean that SK will get their second Infernal Dragon of the game. So even though Rogue won the fight, they didn't really get much off it.
Yeah, and that is 2 dragons to 2 dragons. But at this stage of the game,
away from connecting. Prophet's going to go back down towards the bottom lane. Doesn't have the teleport. Whirlid is still in that mid lane. Coming in. Pyrion trying to flank the fight here. Kickers pops the Paranoia, but he's already done for. Hiku needs to get out of this one. Widid, does he have them so close to their first win? They can almost taste it, but they need to do something about this fight. Senkox has the ultimate, can jump in. Prophet pops the ultimate of his own. Whirlid there with the Gargoyle Stoneplate. Great knockup from Prophet, though. He landed on the back line, and Hiku's still at full HP, so Senkox, they jump in. Whirlid down to about 3rd HP. Prophet gets out with the lantern. They have stopped the
teleport. You actually have to use your little leggies to get there.
Oh, fight's going to start. Selfmade gets in behind and knocks Hiku in. Can't get to the lantern, can't click it in time. Good catch from SK. They'll turn their eyes back towards the Baron once again. You have to feel as they are in a 4v5 situation.
At least this time, though, Rogue still has their smite. So if oh, goodness.
Oh, Kicker space checks. Down into the J. The lantern goes down. There's the box as well, but we did caught out. Kick is trying to get away from it, but the fear beyond death and the double kill comes out. SK.
You can't face check that one as the jungler especially. Maybe send someone else to face check first, but if you die, you can't contest this Baron. You are the smite. Also, Nocturne has blue smite, which has just come off cooldown here. If there were maybe a blue trinket, sorry. If they were maybe a little bit more patient, they could have actually maybe done something. You know, it just like getting the Baron for SK right here as well puts a huge spanner in the works of Rogue, because it's really hard now to utilize his points. And that is a third dragon.
It is.
But it's like SK are now also going to be gunning for that Elder Dragon too, and it's like, again, what I mentioned before about the pick comp of Rogue, pick comps work by finding people out of position, grabbing them, getting the kill, getting out.
Here we go. Arrow lands. Oh, it wants a crowd shot, but can they get there? Prophet's going to dive in. Kickers has separated the fight. You can see up towards the top side. Period is there. Prophet's still on that back line. GA comes out onto crowd shot. They want to take him out. Explosive guards will knock him back. Don't quite have the damage, but the hook lands now. Onto Selfmade. Crowd shot's down. The shot down. Crowd shot actually taking out Prophet. He's down. Selfmade's still alive, but look at the damage coming out from Pyrion. SK just wipe away Rogue. And although Rogue thought they'd found the fight, the triple kill comes out from Pyrion.
You can't play a pick comp when the enemy team is grouped up because they've got that Baron, and SK were looking to use the Baron buff to siege in onto the Rogue base. What do they find? The base, the team fight, and the W.
Once again, some signs of life for Rogue, but SK quell them around the Baron pit, find the pigs they need, find the kills they need, they break open the base, and 33 minutes in, they will take the victory over Rogue.
Wasn't the cleanest game from SK, but a W is a W. And for Rogue, man, now sitting at 0-8, it's suboptimal scoreline. But honestly, I really do want to be an optimist here and say that for large portions of that game, and we can say this for some of their previous games as well, Rogue did not look down and out right from the get-go. This does not look like a team that is just absolutely terrible and they're going to lose every single game in the split. And they had a team comp, they executed it pretty well, just a few kind of blunders as the game went on there, and they were punished.
That they were, like, you have to give credit to SK. They were able to close it out. Absolutely. After Rogue made some very good picks in the mid game with the Ash Arrow Thresh hook combination, and SK just played around the win conditions. You know, they scaled up, had a pretty strong Lucian. They had that Urgot who was just a beefy frontline tank. It's always very difficult to deal with, and in the end, SK just came out on top.
Yeah, and self-made man right there you see on your screen going through the handshake line again. Really, really well played there. The two junglers giving themselves a hug, the two Polish junglers. Self-made wasn't able to do it necessarily in that early game. Wasn't able to find the plays with the ganks like he so often does. But when it mattered, he found the pick.
Yeah.
He jumped over the wall.
And those casks were...
Yeah, he had another solid game.
He did. Rogue on the other side will be a little bit disappointed after what looked to be probably their strongest early mid game.